Alright guys, welcome to my video. I just wanted to show you the sound system in my Hyundai Sonata. I have a 2006 Hyundai Sonata LX model. That's the fully loaded version for the time. And I wanted to show you just the sound system that I have installed in it. As you can see, I just got it detailed. It looks great. As you can see, I have the XAV 701 HD. It's a Sony. Really nice. I love this sound system. It's connecting to my Bluetooth. I'll switch it to my MP3s. Which is I guess the iPod, yeah.
Too many families that's been affected by wrongful death. This system and this country has tore apart my family and our families. You can't have a black family and be together. How many more funerals do we gotta go to? And how many more scenes of the crime do we gotta watch them chalk out black figures on the concrete before we realize that the only way for us to ever get out of this predicament is to struggle to survive?
Before it hits real hard, just want to let you know, this is what I have in my car. Turn the noise off so it doesn't drive me crazy. I have a 6.5 JL Audio C2 650, and those are the ones that I have in my front and my doors. They're 6.5 in the doors, and it also comes with separated tweeters. Those are the tweeters right there, and they're amplified also. And the same thing on the other side of the door. In the back seat, I have the same J Audio C2 650X. The X is because it has the tweeters implemented within them. So it's a two-way in there, since there's no separated tweeters on the rear doors. So the rear doors have the 6.5s. Yeah. And then the vehicle stock comes factory with these with this subwoofer here, but I removed that one and installed what I have in the trunk. So let's pop the trunk open. Once you pop open the trunk, this is what you get. First, you can see that there's a lot of space there, a lot of space that they left me with. And when you go inside, you see the setup, very clean. On the right, that's a 300/4. That's for the 4 speakers inside the cabin, inside the car. And on the right there, that little black box you see there, that is the crossover that is splitting the signal to the tweeters. On the left, that is a JL Audio, also JL Audio 500/1. That's a 500 watt amp for the subwoofer. And of course, over here you have a 12-inch W3 from JL Audio. So the whole system is JL Audio. Every cable that's inside is JL Audio. Even the cables running to the to the battery are JL Audio. The only thing that's not JL Audio is the Sony doubled in. Now let me show you the install job that they did. My engine, pretty clean. As you can see, there's a battery. So very clean. That cable won't move. That cable won't move. It's stuck there. And it's routed all the way to the back to the fuse. And that's a JL audio, as you can see. JL audio fuse. And it goes to the firewall. I mean, they just did a great job. It's very clean. Yep. Let's close that bad boy. And now let's listen to what it sounds like. Of course, it's tough for you to tell, but it's slamming. Thank you for watching, guys. Alright guys, welcome to my JL Audio sound system. I want to show you all the things that it came with. So here we go. This right here, these are the C2650 for the fronts. These right here are the C2650X for the rears with the tweeters in them. This one right here is the W3 12-inch subwoofer. And then I put them next to each other so you can see the space and the size difference between the two. And that's all of the speakers that are basically being used in the car. That right there is the amplifier for the sub. It's the 500/1. Then you also have these 300/4 for the speakers inside the cabin. And then next to them, put next to each other. Looks pretty nice. Then those are the crossovers. That's what splits the signals to the tweeters and to the 6.5s. This is the two gauge dual amp kit that I got from JL Audio. This is the speaker wire, basically 16 gauge that runs through the whole car. And then you have the RCAs, 3 sets of those for fronts, rear, and centers. And of course you need your sub wire, and that's 12 gauge. Of course, all JL Audio. And as you know, it has the 701 HD Sony sound system, the top of the line, the only thing that's not JL Audio in the whole thing. And then that's the box that I put the 12-inch JL Audio in, and I made sure that it was the same size as the specifications it requires, which is 1.25 cubic inches. And just a close-up of the 12-gauge wire. It's a little thicker. And of course, once you install everything, you need the kits to put everything into the vehicle so it looks flush. And you need the wire harness. This is where I installed the sound system, Grand Prairie Audio. Great place. Great service from the owner there. That's a Sonata 2006 LX I got. That's what I was going to install it in. And I took it to him. And I brought everything I needed for him to install. I stuffed everything in the trunk. And I said, come on, man, install all this for me. It was a big job. You had to install all the amps, wire everything. It was going to take at least a whole day to take care of it. That's what it ended up looking like after the install, which was great. This is the trunk before the install. As you can see, it's a lot of space to work with, but he left me a lot of space near the end. As you can see, that it looks very clean and bolted down, and he built a wooden board. That's what the amps are sitting on. The amps are on a wooden board, which is then screwed into the back of the seats. You can see the wooden board there, and that's where the crossovers are installed also. And then here you can see the space that you're left with, tons of space left. When the seats are down, he made it so that I can lower the seats down and show off the install, which is great. So I can show it to my friends. I mean, look at that. It's so nice. The wires go through the board. And I mean, it looks so well made. Here's some more. You see, it's just, you know, the RCAs, everything is just very, very well done. And that's what it looks like, the back seat, when I flip the seats down. And that's what it looks like from behind when I flip the seats down. And I just wanted to show just how well the cables are wired through the board, which is amazing. And then that's just how it looks normal, without any, just that's what the people see when they get into the back seat. So, you know, you can't even notice that it's there. And then, of course, they installed a mic so I can have Bluetooth and make phone calls, and that's in the front. And, you know, pretty good job there. And they also put a USBs in the glove box. There's two of them, one for my iPod and one for my USB flash drive. And then this is how the battery looks, you know, that with the cables installed, and they routed it efficiently. And, you know, you can't move that cable. If you try to move it, it's stuck there, which I think is cool. And that's the fuse holder with the JL Audio fuse holder, and it's going into the firewall. And that's what the engine looks like. You can't even tell that there's a wire there on the cable, but it just looks so well done. Thanks for watching, guys.